Hi, I'm Brandon Jacobs. Welcome to MyPro, where we're going to talk a little bit today in segment one about strength training. First, we're going to begin to talk about getting our body prepared for strength training, hydrating, eating well, trying to do everything you can possibly do to get yourself ahead of the next man that you're competing against or the next woman you're competing against. You must eat right and get yourself ready in every way you can possibly. Then I want to talk a little bit about hydration and eating well in the morning, which a lot of people don't really think that's important to do, but it is. Food and good food gives you strength, especially in the morning. You wake up, you drink you about 20, 30 ounces of water. Your body stems to hold things and keep things throughout 3 or 4 days. As far as sleep, you have a bad night of sleep. That bad night of sleep is going to harm you for the next 3 or 4 days. It's not something you feel like, okay, I stayed up late last night. I'll go to bed early tonight, and hopefully I get up at the same time. And, I got those hours back. There's no such thing. You got to get a good night of sleep. And a lot of things that help you get a good night's sleep, hydration, drinking about, 20 or 30 ounces again before you go to sleep. And that's very important because you need that water in your body to replenish your muscles, overnight while you're sleeping. So when you get up that next morning, you're already ahead of the game as you take down another 20, 30 ounces of water while you're eating your breakfast. That helps, digest your food very well. It helps your muscles get stronger and they're hydrated to get ready to go through the next workout. Don't ever take water out of your diet and when you're working out because it can harm you. Me personally, I don't really do a lot of the liquids that have sugar in it. I have a 4-ounce bottle, and it's not very much, and you can drink a couple a day. It's called Pro Energy, and that's what I use. I get there and I drink it. Sometimes I drink it before my workout. Sometimes I drink it after my workout. It's something that you can have one every 4 hours, and it's really good for you. It's all natural. No caffeine, no sugar. It's the real deal. So that's what I use. Eating. At certain times of the year, I eat differently. At this time of the year, right now we're in the middle of the off season, and I will eat a lot of fruit that has a lot of natural sugars in it. A lot of protein, lots of protein because our body needs protein. As big as I am, and as much as I do, I need a lot of protein. So I do a lot of meat, fish and things like that. I don't really do too much of the carbs because carbs is a little bit. It sits on you a little different. It sticks to you. So a lot of breads and a lot of breaded stuff, chips, crackers, things like that. I don't really do it. Maybe once a week or so, I have a little bit of carbs just to make myself feel a little bit better. Because let's get real, the good food that we want to eat is the bad food that we want to eat. I never do a lot of it. Stretching before your workout is very important. So after you get your body prepped and ready to work out, as far as eating the right thing and drinking the right things, now you have to get your muscles ready to work out because you don't want to go and do something, squat or bench or incline or whatever it is you're doing that day and pull a muscle, tear a muscle, whatever you want to work out that morning or anytime during the day is important to stretch that part of your body. My lower leg days are on Mondays. What I do, I come in the gym. It's very important that you do this, even though some people may feel like you don't even use your quads when you're working out, but that's a big part. I grab my feet, I stretch up and here or there. I do it a couple of times with each side. I lay down on the ground. I do the same thing. I lay on my stomach. I do the same thing. I sit on my butt. I pull my leg back and lean back. It's all the same. You stretch everything the best way you can. Calves. A lot of people, lean. I lay down on the ground and I get on my hands and I keep my feet flat on the ground where I stretch my calves and my hamstrings and I do all of that stuff. A lot of that stretch the same thing. Bend down and touch your toes and stretch and hold. No bouncing. You can pull a muscle by bouncing. You're growing. Spread your legs. Here, lean. Lean there. Feel it all stretching all in the groin. Each side. Each side you do that. It's very important because when you go down and stretch, when you're squatting, a lot of people tend to bring their knees together. They go down, they got the weight on their backs, and they go down, and some people do that. Well, that's putting a lot of stress in there on your groin. It's putting a lot of stress on the inside of your knee and the outside of your knee. The lower part of your body is very, very, very important. That's why we want to make sure that that's stretched to the best of our ability before we do anything. Your upper body stretching. You come into the gym, you want to do bench press, incline, curls, whatever it is you want to do. Do a lot of old-fashioned stretching. You're here with your arms, lean, stretch your lats, do everything. Because again, you don't want to stretch a cold muscle. That's just like working out or running without stretching. You want to warm it up first before you stretch it, because you can tear a muscle by stretching before you warm yourself up. Your biceps, that's a muscle that we all know is a big muscle. No matter how big of a person you are, make sure you're warmed up. Take a little bitty weight, 4, 5, 10 pounds, whatever it is, and warm it up. Here. Now, the way I stretch my biceps, I take a 40-pound dumbbell in each hand, just let it sit over the curl bar, and just let it stretch like that. Just hold it. Your forearms are stretching. Do it. You bring them up. You relax a little bit. Then you let them stretch again. Your pecs is a really, 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 really important muscle. I've seen grown men scream, cry because they tore it, and they have no power, no strength left in that muscle, and it's very painful. And your pecs, I usually hold on to something stable, grab it, bend down, stretch everything here, and sometimes I grab up higher and I do the same thing, stretch this. I stretch this part of the pec in there. So you have to do different movements to get different parts of the muscle. Higher, mid, and lower, you got all three of the muscles in your chest. We went over preparation, hydration, and a diet to get ready for your workout. Now, the next segment, I'm going to take you to the actual workout and show you how I do it.